And that beat. All right, Flyer fans, we're seconds away from the start of the second game today between the Ames Flyers and the Sioux City Junior Musketeers, I believe, is how they go by. The first game today was a little bit of a rough one for us. They put up 11 on us, so we're hoping to have a little bit of a comeback here this afternoon for the second round of this matchup. So starting lineup will be DeLuey at center, Serovi and Downing at wings, and we have Logan and Harley defense, and then we got Stella in the net. Harley controls the puck. She's looking for an outlet pass. She finds Wes on the boards. A little bit of a mishandle, jumps off his stick. She tries to cross it back across, but Sioux City player is there. DeLuey intercepts that, up to Caden. They're coming through center ice with a little bit of speed. Downing in the middle. Caden gets pinched off. Puck comes out to Logan, who controls it and tries to center it, but controlled by a junior musketeer. Caden's there, though. He's trying to get it back to the center. Couldn't connect, and the junior musketeers are coming through mid-ice with some speed. They're pinched off in the corner, get it up to their D, and they get it back down. They're coming towards the net in the slot. A nice little dangle there, but pinched off again. DeLuey's providing pressure. Centering pass, but did not connect. Down in the far corner, Musketeers still control. They get a shot, which is blocked by Drake. Out of the zone, though. And we're going to go for a line change as the junior Musketeers corral it and then bring it back up the ice. This guy has some speed. He's being pinched off. Get it. Good defensive play there, taking the puck away. And we get up to Goose. Goose is up the far side. We had a line change there. We got Goose, Xander, and Peffer out there, but Musketeers bringing it back in, trying to pinch him off. They get a shot up, but Stella knocks it away. We get the puck out of the zone, and the junior Musketeers are going to control it. They're taking it around behind their net. But we're there to stop their progress. Puck battle behind the net. Junior Musketeers bringing it out. We got a good back check there. They're coming through with speed now. Trying to be pushed outside by our defense. Stella with another good save, and she covers it.
Way to go, goalie!
So we'll have a face-off in our defensive zone. And we'll have some line changes there. Sorry, I couldn't quite tell who was out there. They're in their black on black jerseys, which makes it a little bit tough. Line change. We got Donovan, Drake, and Lily out there for forwards, and Kanan and Logan out there for Beezy out there for defense. Puck battle near side. Squirts to the middle. Not Donovan. That was somebody else got it out of traffic, but then back in. Shot on goal wide. Musketeers have it behind. Our defense is there to stop their wraparound attempt, but then squirts out to the far boards. They fire it back behind. Far boards again. Drake is there to move it along, but kept in by the Musketeers defender. Fired back behind the net. We're going to try it again. Back up the far side. Drake is fighting, but gets pinched off and then falls down. Lily pushes it up the boards. We're in the neutral ice here. Musketeers are controlling it in their defensive zone. Donovan is giving pursuit. They come up the near side and miss that pass, and this should be an icing all the way down. So we're going to have an offensive zone face-off. And we're bringing out the Goose Xander Pfeffer line with Eric and is that Stella Pappas on defense. Xander taking the draw. He wins it across. Goose got a stick on it, but scored it away from him, and the Musketeers are bringing it out. Goose is there to challenge him and takes it away. Briefly gains the zone, but then loses it again all the way into our defensive zone, and Stella makes a good play to push the puck into the corner. Puck battle there, still more in the corner as we bring it back out, up to Goose. He comes back across to Xander, who's got some speed and space. He's coming in one-on-one, loses the puck though, and Musketeers turn it the other way. Musketeers coming through neutral ice, near boards, squeezed off by Stella, and then Goose comes in to take the puck, and he's going up the far side. He gets pinched off, and the Musketeers take it back, and they're driving at the net. Oh, but they tried the deke and lost the puck. We're coming out with speed. Goose has it. He gains the zone. He tries to get over to Z, as he looked like he got tripped up, but there's no call on that. Still in our zone. They get it out briefly. We control it, but we got to regroup. Over to Richie, who's got it with some space. He's going to bring it back in. He's going to fire it on net just a little bit high. Musketeers are the only ones there to try to bring it up the far boards. We're trying to keep it in the zone. It squirts out. A Musketeer player is there to pick it up and bring it into their zone. Puck is bouncing off. Puck bounced off sticks and skates there and squirted it towards Stella, and she covered it. So we got a defensive zone face-off. We got Keegan, Caden, West for forwards. And we got Beezy and Kanan for defense, it looks like. Musketeers control that puck, bringing it into the middle, being pinched off, and try to fire it towards the net, but it goes wide. Puck's still behind. Dangerous opportunity. And they put it to the middle and chipped it in. 1-0 Sioux City. So we got a line change. We got Lily, Drake, and Donovan for forwards. And we got defense where we got Harley and we got Logan. Face-off controlled by the Musketeers. Defender curls back and then brings it through with speed He's going to the net, but pinched off by 3 of our players. Donovan's fighting for it, as is Logan. Lily gets a stick on it, tries to bank it off the boards, but didn't have the right angle. Shot wide, goes to the far side. Another centering attempt, but bounced through, and then now Donovan's going to get it and try to get it out. Doesn't get it out, but Musketeers have it near boards. Donovan's challenging. He kicks it forward. He chips it. Doesn't quite get it out, though. Back to a Musketeer player. And they fire it towards the net by wide left. Musketeer player is there to corral it. Fires again, wide right. Behind the net. Puck battle, far corner. We get it up the boards to Drake. Drake gets it out. That's going to be too strong, though, and should be an icing. We got a face-off in our zone. We got the Goose Xander Peffer line out there. We get it out of the zone, fighting through traffic. Goose is going. He's still got control over it, but he got 2 Musketeers on him. He tries to curl it, but then it comes off his stick, and the Musketeers are bringing it back the other way. They have a one-on-one here, but we're in good defensive position. They pinch him off to the outside, but he still corrals the puck, pinching him off behind the net. Musketeers, everybody's fighting behind the net right now. It looks like it's covered by Stella. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off. We're going to change up the forward lines, it looks like, with Keegan, Wes, and Caden coming back out. Defensive line switching up as well. We got Logan and Harley. And we got a good battle of this game. We're 1-0, 7 minutes left in the first period. That gets thrown out of our zone, but it looks like it's going to be too strong. We got icing. She tried to chip it up the boards and just a little bit too much heat on it, and nobody could catch up to it. So we'll have another defensive zone face-off. Same lines. We got the Keegan, Caden, West line with Harley and Logan on defense. Keegan wins it over to Harley. She's bringing it up the far side. She uses the boards and gets it out of the zone. West is there to pressure. They got a 2-on-1. West coming in. Good pass. And a shot. That was a beautiful pass from West. Perfect on his stick to Caden, who got it what looked like stick side high. And that was a great pass and finish by the Flyers. So we'll have a line change. We got Lily, Drake, and Donovan for the forwards, and we have Drew and Stella Pappas on defense. Face-off is a scrum in the middle. Squirts over to the far side. Drake has it. He pushes, bounces it off the boards to get it out of the zone. Musketeers are there to try to put it back in. Now there's a puck battle right in front of the bench. All kinds of little bodies pushing and shoving. Musketeers control and bring it back in with speed, though. He's trying to deke. Gets a shot off wide of the net, though. We're trying to bring it up near boards. Donovan gets kind of manhandled there. I'm not going to lie. Not just because I'm his dad. Drake has control of it. He's dancing with it a little bit there, and Musketeer comes in and takes it away from him. Puck far side. Musketeers are going to control it. They're going to send it behind. Drew's going to fire it around near boards. Donovan is there to try to corral it, chip it up the ice. Doesn't quite get it out. And, well, he did get it out because they just called an offsides. He must have just barely got it out of the zone. And the Musketeers trying to save it, but didn't quite save it. So we'll have a face-off in neutral ice. We got Xander, Goose, and Peffer out there. We get the face-off. Xander fighting near boards for the puck. Puck battle is neutralized. Musketeers are coming away with it. Stella's trying to pinch him off. Logan's there as well. Or no, that's Eric. I'm sorry, that's Eric. right at the blue line, but not out of the zone. They kept it in, now it's out of the zone. Puck battle neutral ice. Goose with like 4 Musketeers around him trying to win that. Musketeers bring it into the zone. They're dancing with it, but off their stick. They fire it back at the net, but Stella blocks that. Out to the wing. Goose is trying to move it up the ice. Taken away from him. Eric gets it to neutral ice and into our offensive zone, and Peffer's giving pursuit. Musketeer brings it out of their zone and into neutral ice. We're near boards. Peffer's got it back in the zone. He sends it across the ice, but we didn't have anybody there. Goose is giving pursuit and keeps it deep. Eric is able to hold the line and fire it in the direction of the net, but basically knocked down by a Musketeer. They bring it out and they fire it all the way down the ice. And as long as it's not on net, we'll be icing, but it is on net. So she covers it and then scoops it to the side. And we're bringing it out of our defensive zone. Neutral ice, intercepted by Musketeers, but they had a man in the zone, so they had to hold up. Keegan's now bringing it in with speed. He's coming down on the near side, gets pinched off, and the puck taken away. Musketeers are bringing it back, and they're trying to make a transition quick. But good stick by Drew, or not the Drew, that was Caden, and he got a nice shove in the back for his efforts there. But they were able to gain the zone and got Keegan and Caden fighting near boards. Caden comes away with it. He's going to pass over to West. Good one-timer, but barely missed. Back over to West, but it's at its feet, and he can't corral it. Musketeers are bringing it through. They got even numbers, being pinched off by our defense. They fire it across, and it goes near boards. We're fighting for it near boards. Caden's kind of trying to come away. Not Keegan. Keegan's trying to come away with it. He gets it up to West, and he's got some space. He's going to go cross ice to Caden, but a Des Moines poke check or a Musketeers poke check gets it back into neutral ice, and then we bring it back in. It's kind of a back and forth, and I'm like out of breath. I'm sorry. So we're in neutral ice. Lily's going to pass it up to West. West going to bring it in. He's got half the team around him, but it gets it over to Caden. Caden's going to fire. Right. Goalie sticks it away. Caden's near board corner, fighting for it. Musketeers come away with it. But Kanan is there to keep it in neutral ice. We get it back in the zone. Lily's providing pressure. Back into neutral ice, but we control the puck and we fire it back in. Lily's providing pressure. Donovan and Drake are out there. Musketeers trying to get it out of their zone, but Drake stalls him. Donovan fires it back in, and it ricochets on net, and the goalie covers it. So we're going to have an offensive zone face-off. We got a 1-1 game, 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first period. Our effort is there this game. So we got Lily taking the face-off, Donovan, Drake forwards. We got Kanan and Drew for defense. Musketeers center wins that faceoff to himself, but being pinched off by Donovan right at the center line. Drake is fighting for it there. Musketeer defenseman is bringing it now near side. He skates past Donovan, trying to open up a shot. Good save by Stella. Pad save. Drake's fighting for it. He's bringing it out of the zone. Huffman's still fighting for it. Donovan's there to back him up, but Musketeers are bringing it back in the zone. They're going to dangle. They're going to chip it towards the net, but it goes wide left. Kane is there to clear it far side. Drake is there to try to chip it along. Lily's there to fight for it. Donovan's now fighting for it in neutral ice, but they're going for a line change. Musketeers bringing it back in, pinched off by Drew. Drake comes in to break it up. And they got it to the net. Stella bats that one away. That didn't have much heat on it. Fighting for it far boards. Chipping it up the boards. Goose is going to come away with it. And he's skating. No, I'm sorry. That's Xander, not Goose. He's going to center it. Oh, but didn't get a good stick on it. He was being can I say ridden on air? Is that inappropriate? Oh, yeah. Puck battle behind the net. Puck's still behind the net. Not really a battle right now. Musketeer comes away with it. And he's got speed. He's coming. And he's going coast to coast. We got defense back, but he goes right around him. Stella makes a hell of a save, though. Puck's still squirting around, though. Stella needs to get up. There we go. She's back up. We get the puck out of danger. And we're bringing it around the back of the net and trying to chip it up the boards, but there's nobody there, and the defense for the Musketeers keep it in. Backhand far of the net, and we get it cleared, and it's going to be an icing, and I think we were just content with getting that one out of there because that was a little flurry of activity. So line changes. We got Caden, Keegan, Wes for forwards, and we got Harley and Logan for defense. And we got a 1-1 game with 38 seconds left in the first period. One back to Musketeers wing, and he fired it kind of at the net, but it was way wide. We get it out to the blue line, but they keep it in. Harley has it. She finds a nice outlet pass to Sorovi, but he touched it, so it's not an icing. There's a foot race into the near corner. Caden's going to get there. He controls the puck. He's coming around the back of the net. Pinched off. He's still fighting for it. Keegan's now there, far boards, trying to fight for it, trying to keep it in the zone. Puck goes, chips up into the bench. So we'll have an offensive zone faceoff with 8 seconds, 8.6 seconds on the clock. And we're keeping that same crew out there. We got Keegan, Caden, and Wes with Harley and Logan. All right, Keegan had it, spins around to Wes. Fire from a little bit of flurry that I didn't put much description to there, but puck was bouncing around there at the end and never really got a good shot off. So we are end of first period, 1-1, and a good game. All right, Flyer fans, we got the start of the second period. We have a 1-1 game here that has been very fun to watch. We got Lily centering Drake and Donovan wings, and Kanan and Drew on defense with Stella in goal. Face off, center ice. Musketeers come away with it. But we get it out of the defensive zone. Musketeers corralling it, but Donovan providing pressure. They dump it deep. Nobody's quite going after it yet. Drew corrals it. He sends it up far side, but he hits the Musketeer and it stays in the corner. Donovan's providing pressure in the corner. They keep it in the corner. Puck battle in the corner. Puck is bouncing around. We keep it behind. Drake is coming out of there with it. He sends it near side towards the blue line, controlled by the Musketeers defender, who sends it across the net, but into the corner. Donovan swats at it, tries to get it out, but doesn't. They hold it in. Musketeers coming back in, and nobody's providing pressure yet. And they fire it at the net. Stella swallows that puck. So we're going to have a line change, wholesale change. We got Eric Stilty coming out on defense along with Stella Pappas. And then we have Xander, Goose, and Peffer coming out for forwards. And we got a defensive zone face-off. Xander wins it forward, and he's pushing it up in far boards, and whole yard sale thing going on over there with both players going down. And then there's a little bit of a shove. Kanan goes for a spill. Puck is still being battled for in the slot. They fire it in the direction of the net, but it goes wide right. Near board corner. Goose sends it up to, I'm sorry, that was Xander sending it up to Goose. And then Xander chips it over. Peffer's there to corral it. We got Xander and Peffer coming in 2-on-1 over to Xander, but the Musketeer corrals it, but Xander gets a stick on it, fires it at the net, and looks like it was a good save by the Musketeers goalie. So we got the same offensive line, Xander, Goose, and Peffer, and defensive changes. So we got Stella and Eric out there on defense for an offensive zone faceoff. Musketeers come away with the puck. They pass it up and coming in a neutral ice and taken away and temporarily, but then shoved down, and the Musketeers bring it in the zone. They got it near boards. Send it behind. The Musketeer is there to corral it. They're trying to make something happen, but we come away with it. Xander has it in neutral ice and fighting through traffic. He's still fighting through traffic, but puck is going to squirt into the far corner, and a Musketeer is coming away with it, and he's got speed. He's coming through center ice. He's got a lot of speed. He's at 2-on-1, and he gets pinched off between, he tried to split our defenders and basically got sandwiched. And puck squirted to Stella, and she covered it. So, we're going to have a defensive zone face-off. We got Keegan, Caden, and Wes for forwards, and we got Harley and Logan for defense. Keegan wins it back. Harley's controlling it. She's trying to take it behind the net, but it's challenged. Puck battle behind the net. Squirt's in front. Logan gets it out of the danger zone. Outlet pass to Wes, and he's got space. He's got space. He's being pinched off and couldn't quite get his stick on it. Puck squirts up to Logan. He's going to fire it back in. Chipped. And a puck battle in front. Oh, the goalie's down. They blew it dead. They blew it dead. But that was a great opportunity for the Flyers. So we're going to have an offensive zone face-off. We got Keegan, Caden, and Wes out there with Harley and Logan for defense. One over to Caden. He's going to fire it at the net. Blocker save, pad save rather, by the goalie. Keegan had it, tried to get it towards the net, but deflected. Still puck battle, squirts out to the near boards, and the Musketeers are bringing it into our zone. Our defense does a good job of pinching them off and getting it to the outside. Squirts into the middle, though. Dangerous opportunity, but we were there for a good stick lift and outlet pass to Caden, who's got West trailing the play. Far corner. He fires it at the net. Goalie blocks it and then covers it. And West was there to clean up the trash, but there was no trash to be cleaned. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off with Lily, Drake, and Donovan, and defense is going to be Drew and Kanan. Face-off, scrum for it. It squirts out into neutral ice. Drew's there to keep it in neutral ice. Donovan's got it. He's trying to corral it. He's overskates it, but Lily's there. Puck squirts to a Musketeer who brings it in their zone. Pinched off by Kanan. Fight for it. No shot, really. It squirts behind the net. Coming up near boards, Drake is challenging. They throw it back deep. Kanan is there. Squirts over his stick, though, and Musketeers are controlling it behind the net. They get it to the front in a dangerous opportunity, but Stella recovered and swatted it behind the net. Drake has it near boards. He's going to fire it into neutral ice. Musketeer defender is there to corral it and bring it right back at us. The Musketeers don't make a connecting pass, though, there, and Donovan's going to corral it right at the blue line and bring it up the ice. Oh, he's trying to get by one defender, and he just lost it off his stick, but he's fighting for it still. Puck is still right there at the blue line. That should have been an offsides, but they didn't call it because we were subbing out, and our player came in right as the puck came across the blue line, but no call, and we're still fighting for it. We're bringing it in. Nice move. He's got a shot, and pad save. and they just get it out of the zone. We got to regroup. We got it in our neutral zone. Kanan's going to bring it back in. But we were offsides. We were on a sub, and Goose, our bench door is on the offensive side of the blue line, and Goose was subbing in, and Kanan was bringing it in, and we got a little offsides action. So we got Xander, Goose, and Puffer out there for forwards, and we got Stella and Eric there for defense. Stella throws it in, far boards, bounced off her stick, but she's going to be there to fight for it. She's fighting for it, keeps it from being a breakaway. Goose is bringing it in with a little bit of speed, has it poked off his stick, but we're still fighting for it on the far boards. Musketeers now bringing it with some speed. They cross into the defensive zone and get a shot off, but wide. We get it to the far boards, but they keep it deep. They do another shot, a third shot. Puck, dangerous opportunity. Puck bouncing around in front. Still bouncing around, but we keep it behind the net. We're still fighting to clear it. Stella covers it. A lot of dangerous opportunities there. The puck was bouncing around, but ultimately Stella is able to get it covered up, and we're going to do a line change for a defensive zone face-off. We got Keegan, Caden, and Wes, along with Harley and Logan on defense. Keegan taking the draw. He wins it back to Harley. She's going to take it around behind the net, change direction, come up near side again, but misses with her first attempt, but does get it up to Wes, who tries to clear it, but the Musketeer keeps it in. And they have the puck in front and try to get a shot off, but Harley was there to basically eat that shot. And coming up the far side, cross-ice pass to Wes, chips to Keegan. Wes and Keegan both. Oh. It looked like they shot that together. They both had a stick on it. And they both did. I wouldn't have been able to tell you who actually had their stick on the puck in that instance. But they fired it at the net, and the goalie covered it. So we got an offensive zone face-off with Keegan, Caden, and Wes. Caden has it far side. He's going to throw it at the net high. Coming near side, Wes is challenging. He chips it and keeps it in deep. Puck is near boards. Puck battle. Caden comes away with it. He's going to fire it, but high.
4x6, buddy.
And then Keegan's going to the far side. Caden's got it in the corner. He's fighting for it in the corner. Puck battle back there. He's still fighting. He's got 3 Musketeers on him. Musketeers come away with it. But Keegan keeps it in. Wes is fighting for it. Keegan and Wes are fighting for it. Puck is right in front. Lots of sticks. Comes up to Logan. He's going to fire it back in. Just right. Wes is coming to track it down near boards. He keeps it deep. Caden's there in the corner, and there's a puck battle there. Musketeers are trying to clear it. Puck is still just near boards. Wes keeps it deep. Caden comes away with it, but still has 2 Musketeers on him. Wes keeps it in, and he fires it towards the net, one off a skate just right of the net. Caden fires it right across this crease, and it comes near side. Harley keeps it in at the net. Caden is there, corralling it in the corner. He passes it back to Harley. Musketeer sticks, gets on it and chips it out. Logan is going all the way down to corral it. He's bringing it around, and he fires it all the way up to, it's either Goose or Richie on that far side. I'm not sure who. Musketeers corral it in neutral ice, and they're bringing it in with some speed. We're pinching them off to the outside. They're going to flip it towards the net, and Stella controls it and covers it to calm down the action for a second. So we're going to do a line change. We got Lily, Donovan, and Drake out there, along with Drew and Kanan on defense. And we got a defensive zone face-off. Lily ties up the centerman. Donovan's pursuing it. Lily, or not Lily. That was Drew intercepted it in front of the net, but Musketeers still control. They fired across, but that goes straight across into the corner. Puck battle on the far side. Kid's falling down. Lily's going to come around with it, skate with it behind, and she's going to fire it around to Drake. Drake's going to fight for it near side. He gets enough stick on it to get it out of the zone, but that's going to be a little bit too strong. It's going to come all the way down for an icing. So we're going to come all the way back down, and I'm not quite sure what happened there. There's a Musketeers player down here near boards. I'm not sure what happened there because the puck was all the way down the ice, and that's where my eyes went. So I'm not sure. But we got a Musketeer player down, and coach is coming out to check on him. And we're going to, not quite sure why our coach is coming out. All right, we got players up and moving, which is always good to see. We got a defensive zone face-off with Xander, Richie, and Goose. Defense is Caden and Drew, or Kanan rather, and Drew. Puck hits up to Xander, who's trying to split the defense, but can't quite get through him. Controlled by the Musketeers, bringing it back with some speed. And he gets pushed to the corner by our defense. Good play by them. Puck comes all the way across, back out to their defense, who fires it back into Kanan, who controlled it, and they're gonna. My eyes were away from it, but it looks like they're calling Xander for a body check on the far side.
Heard it. I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say I heard it too. I mean, not the worst thing I've ever heard in my life, but I heard it. So it looks like we're gonna have a penalty on Z for roughing / body check on the far side. So we're going to be
Go Flyers!
penalty kill for the next minute 30 seconds. And we got Keegan and Caden for forwards and Harley and Logan for defense. Puck tied up. Keegan's able to get a stick on it and get it up to the blue line, but not out. Oh, barely out. They got it. He so close our side of the ice and couldn't see it, but it must have just barely got out because they called an offside on that one. So same line. Keegan, Caden, Logan, and Harley. Neutral zone face-off. One back, but Caden's there to take it away. He's going to bring it in. He's got a little bit of space, but not much. He gets pinched off pretty quick. Musketeers fighting for it over there. Keegan's providing support, but puck squirts up to a Musketeer. Pinched off by Logan. Harley puts it back into the neutral ice. Puck battle. They bring it in, still fighting for it. They come away with it, but Stella is able to swat it away. And then our player gets dropped. We bring it up to the blue line, held in by the Musketeers. He's dancing with it too long, though. Keegan's able to get it up, and Caden's providing pursuit. He's going to get to it, but has a Musketeer there to control the situation. He's got it behind the net, and he gets pinched off and dropped by a Musketeer. Musketeers are bringing it up, and they pass it ahead. Logan's there to challenge. They're content with dumping it in. They're going for a line change. Harley's corralling the puck behind the net. She's going to get it up to Keegan. He's going to flip it out of the zone. Musketeers have to wait just long enough, and they didn't wait long enough. So they had two of their players in the zone and didn't quite give them enough time to get out. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Looks like we got Goose and Wes along with Kanan and Drew. Face-off controlled by the Flyers and flip it into our offensive zone. Wes controls it, brings it towards the net, gets a shot off but wide left. probably deflected by the Musketeers defender. Puck squirts all the way into neutral ice, and Kanan's there to take it away. Tucker's coming in, or not Tucker. Z's out of the penalty box, and he fires it wide left, but squirts back to the middle. Z controls it again, but stick by the Musketeer averted a shot by Z there. Near boards, puck squirts out. Musketeers now have a 2-on-1, but they trip and fall. So we recover and get it back into neutral ice. Peffer's there, but Musketeers coming in with speed around one of our defenders, and another defender shot high and right. But that was a good opportunity for them. They fire it back into the middle. Puck still bouncing around in the middle. Luckily off of their stick, and that opportunity was not. Musketeers controlling it. They dump it deep. Musketeers back there to get it, and now we got the puck and bringing it out of the zone. Fired it up to the line, but they hold it in. They keep it deep. Drew's there to get it back up the far side again. Puck battle far side. They push it back into the corner. Now we got some space. Now Tucker's got some space. He's going to backhand it into neutral ice, controlled by the Musketeers, and they send it right back into our zone. Back out of our zone. Back in our zone. That's going to be an offsides because they were subbing. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. And offensive lines, we got Lily, Donovan, and Drake coming in with Harley and Logan for defense. Puck squirts all the way back into our offensive zone, but Musketeers are there. They go D to D. Lily's challenging, but they get it weakly into the neutral zone. Drake throws it back in. Donovan's trying to challenge, tips it. Drake is there to back it up. He's going to bring it in and flip it in. The Musketeers control. They throw it to the blue line, but controlled by, that was Logan. He throws it back in. Donovan's there. He flips it at the net, but patted away. Musketeers are trying to get it out. Puck battle in the middle. Everybody's falling down. Musketeers are coming away with it, but blocked by Lily. Still in our offensive zone. Puck battle right at the blue line. Drake is there. Drake uses his body to well, whatever that was. Donovan's behind the net with the puck. He's fighting for it. He's got 3 Musketeers on him. Puck battle still behind the net. Bodies are falling. Musketeers finally chip it up the boards, and they get it out. This isn't going to have enough speed, though. Foot race between Harley and a Musketeer. They get there. Logan comes back to assist as well. Up to Drake. Squirt in the middle. Lily's got it. Cade, is it Goose or Caden? Caden fires it at the net. Glove saved by the goalie. Because we were trying to switch up our lines, and I believe that was Caden that he got it and fired it from near the blue line, and the goalie snagged it. So we got Keegan, Caden, Wes, along with Eric and Stella in an offensive zone faceoff. 1-1 game. Puck battle in the slot. Still a puck battle in the slot. Caden's going to come away with it. He's going to skate into the corner, around the back of the net. He's looking for a center to Wes. Wes gets it to the net, just squirts just right of the net. That was a good opportunity. Stella's going to keep it in. She fires it to the middle, but a Musketeer's there. He falls down. Keegan's providing pressure. Stella's there, but a Musketeer's coming away with it into our defensive zone. Shot deflected by Keegan. Stella's there to send it around far side, but Musketeers keep it in. Still deep in the corner. Keegan's going to try to send it up the far boards. Puck pops up, and he tries again, but Musketeer comes away with it. He's in the high slot. He's going to fire it right in the breadbasket. Stella with another great save. I'll say if it's accurate, the scoreboard says that the shots are 19-12. So Stella has been strong in net with 18 saves. Almost 1 minute and 17 seconds in the second period. So we got Xander, Goose, and Peffer with Kanan and Drew. Tucker's coming up near boards. He gets by. He's coming all the way in. He gets the zone. He's being pinched off the near boards. He gets it over to Xander. Puck battle low mid-ice. Peffer's got it. He's going to send it deflected. He's trying to send it again. Again deflected. The Musketeers are bringing it out of the zone. They got some speed and numbers. They got a 2-on-1 developing. They skate around one and they fire it. Oh, Stella got enough of that. It looked like that. Wow. It went behind the net. At first, I thought that was in the net, but she got enough of it that it went behind the net. Another shot from way outside went wide. Puck battle near boards. 2 Musketeers versus Tucker. Puck squirts to the slot and controlled by Drew, who tries to fire it out but doesn't get it out. Another attempt to get it out of the zone, and we do. We got numbers. Tucker's trying to skate with it. He gets it over to Richie, who couldn't quite get a shot off. We keep it in the zone, though, and Xander's giving pursuit. He's going to get there. He's going to fire it at the net as time expires. That was a good last effort, but it squirted right across the front of the net. So we are tied 1-1. End of the second period. And we will be back for the third period, but a much different game in the second half of the doubleheader. All right, start of the third period. We got Keegan, Caden, and Wes with Harley and Logan on defense, and Stella is playing excellent in the net. Start of the third period, drop. Swatted back into our offensive zone. Caden is giving pursuit. He corrals it. He crosses it, but nobody really there to control it. Keegan gets a stick on it and keeps it deep, though. Wes is fighting for it. Musketeers get it out, but pinched off quickly by our defense, and Logan fires it back up. Tipped by Caden, so no icing. Caden's giving pursuit. He gets a stick on it. He's got it. He gets it up to Wes. Wes tries to chip it back, but couldn't quite. Out, just barely out. Harley was there, just not even 6 inches off the blue line, and she tried to get it back in. So we'll have an offsides and a neutral ice face-off. And we'll change up lines. We got Xander, Peffer, and Goose with Eric. Eric and Stella on defense. Sorry, these are the black on black jerseys, which make it tough. Musketeers get it out of the zone. Stella throws it back up. Neutral zone battle. Stella's there. We've been playing ping pong here. Stella's still fighting for it. She gets it back to the neutral zone. We're still fighting for it near boards. Musketeers bring it in, though. Stella's pinching him off. Xander's there to support. Logan's there behind the net. He ushers it along the far side. Goose, I believe, is there. Gets it up to, that was Xander getting the Goose. Now Xander comes through, but Musketeer controls it and trying to turn. We're neutralized. The Musketeer brings it in, dodges one, gets a shot off, but wide left. That is that one defender who has some speed and stick skills. So Eric's behind the net. He's trying to shove it at the boards. Musketeer controls it and throws it way high, comes near side, and we're trying to get it up the near boards. We don't quite get it out of the zone. We get it out of the zone. They're waiting. They flip it way high in the air, but is an offsides. So we're sorry, I forgot to flip it to the right net from the left net. You have a novice on the control panel. So we got a line change. We got Lily, Drake, and Donovan with Kanan and Drew. Puck battle, neutralized. Donovan's going to come away with it briefly. Lily's there to back him up and advance the puck, intercept it. Still a puck battle, neutralized. Donovan's now going to come away with it. He's going to flip it into the offensive zone. And that's going to be played by the goalie, so no icing. The Musketeers are the only ones there, though. They go D to D. Loses it temporarily. He's skating past Donovan. He's skating past Lily. He's bringing it in with speed. Finally, Kanan swats it away from him, but he's still pursuing that into the middle. Shot wide. Puck behind. We're going to keep it behind. Drake's going to go corral it along with Kanan, I think. Kanan again. He's going to try to just keep pushing it up the boards. We're pushing it up the boards, but not getting it out. Finally, out of the zone. Into neutral ice and our offensive zone. We're on a switch. And the Musketeers are bringing it right back. They fire it from way out and wide right. We control the puck and flip it up the boards, but not out of the zone. Now we're going to flip the ice. We're kind of like straight up the middle. Musketeers control it again, but don't get it into the zone. Wes is able to get it far side. Keegan is there. He's pushing it in deep. He's getting held up, but he's still fighting for it. He's going to center it to Wes and one times it, but off a Musketeer. Just didn't quite get a lot of that one. Musketeers bring it out with speed. Harley is there to swoop in and take it away. She's going to take it all the way behind. Change direction and then bring it up near boards. We got a puck battle near boards. Lost the puck for a second. Squirts into the neutral zone. Wes is there. He's going to control it. He dekes around one, but then loses his edge. Musketeers just throw it around the far side. Harley's going to skate in, fire it at the net. I think this goes across the middle. Caden's going to come across. He's going to get it back to Logan. Logan's going to fire it. Sticks and boots in the way, but Keegan has it. Fires it. Hard shot. Fired again. All right. So that was Logan fired it in, hit somebody in front. Keegan fired it in. Hard shot blocked by the goalie. Rebound by Wes and put it in the net. So we got 8 minutes to go in this game. We are up 2-1. And we got a face-off with Xander, Goose, and Peffer as forwards, Eric and Stella on defense. Chipped back up to Xander. Xander's bringing it into the zone near boards, but taken away by the Musketeers. But Goose is challenging. They keep it in the corner, two of them. Goose comes away with it. Goose got some space. He fires it at the net. Goalie pads it away, though. Musketeers bring it up the far side. They fire it out of the zone. Not going to have enough to get out. Eric is there to keep it to the outside, but puck battle going on over there. Musketeers fighting for it. Puck battle still going on. They come away with it, but then swat it away. We get it out of the zone. We're pushing through neutral ice, but puck swatted away, and the Musketeers are bringing it back in. He's getting pinched off, but still has a shot. Oh, good shot. Glove side, top right corner. So they just tied the game 2-2. So we got Lily, Drake, and Donovan for forwards, and we have Kanan and Drew for defense. Face off, tied up, back to defense. Drew's going to send it near boards. Donovan's there to try to pursue it, but bounces off and into the middle, far side. Lily's giving pursuit. Drake is there. He dumps it. He's giving pursuit. The Musketeers bring it near side, but then get pinched off by Drew. Drake's there to support. Puck battle right in front of us, near the boards. Squirts back to the Musketeer defender, and then they're coming in with some speed, being pushed to the outside. Squirts to the middle. Oh, dangerous opportunity. Stella patted it away, but it was just floating there for a second. But we control it, get it behind the net, and Drake tries to get it up the far boards. Donovan swoops through. Oh, I thought he was going to have a breakaway there, but just the Musketeer player got a stick on it just enough to keep it in the zone. Stella covers it. A little ping pong action there. I thought he was about ready to take off with it, but that Musketeer got a good stick on it and kept it in the zone. So we got a line change. We got Keegan, Caden, and Wes for forwards, and we have Logan and Harley on defense. One back to Logan. He's going to bring it up near boards. He's looking for an outlet pass, at least gets it out of the zone. He's still pressing up the near boards. Logan's got it. He's bringing it into the offensive zone. He crosses it, but intercepted. Now the Musketeers are bringing it back with speed, but we're getting back. We got our defense back. They're pinching them off to the outside, towards the net, patted away, out to the slot. Another shot, blocked in front, doesn't make it to the net. Another shot, blocked in front. Keegan now is trying to get it out. He sends it hard out of the zone and got it out. And the Musketeers threw it back in for an offsides. So we'll have a neutral zone faceoff. Same lines. Keegan, Caden, and Wes with Harley and Logan. 5 minutes, 33 seconds left. One over to Wes. Wes is bringing it through traffic. He's got a lot of traffic he's fighting through. Keegan supports him and gets it in the offensive zone. Wes is now giving pursuit. Pinches off that Musketeer. Still fighting in front of the corner. Tried to cross it, but deflected off of his skate. Caden now near side. He's fighting for it. Puck battle. Musketeers coming away with it. Cross ice pass. Foot race between Harley and a Musketeer. She pinches him off. She's controlling the puck to the near side. Still a puck battle. Far side, I'm sorry. West is trying to get it out of there. He's puck battle. He's got 3 Musketeers pushing him against the boards, but not giving up. Still against the boards. I'm not even sure where the puck is at. Squirts out, and Harley's there. She's now fighting for it. It squirts to the middle. Logan's there to get a stick on it. It goes behind the net. Harley's going to get a stick on it, and then she gets taken out. Puck is behind. Harley comes away with it. She fires it hard off the boards. And I believe, I'm not sure who, I believe they're calling a penalty on a Musketeer for the 2-point takedown behind the net. And it looks like that is what is being called. Not sure what the call was, a trip or a roughing or a check or all 3. So we're going to have an offensive zone face-off with Keegan, Caden, and West. Keegan gets the puck up for Srovey. He's going to fire it at the net, but behind. Harley's going to step up and keep it in. Oh, but comes off her stick. She doesn't get control of it, but still right at the blue line. West is going to get it over to Caden. Caden is going to bring it in. Tries to deke around one, and he does, but he's being pushed to the outside. He wraps around right through the crease near boards. Musketeers are content with getting it out, but it's not going to be enough to ice, and it's a foot race. Harley's there to track it down. Squirts to the middle. Logan's there to get it out. And now Caden's going to bring it up. And long pass over to Wes. Beautiful, like saucer pass all the way over to Wes. Wes has it. He's deking. He's moving. And then he finally gets pinched off by a Musketeer, and they get it out. And the Musketeer has space, and it's a 1-on-2. He's skating it into the zone. And Kanan's there to challenge. And deflected in his far corner now. Puck battle far corner. Trying to deke around. Musketeers have it in the slot, but no good shot attempt.
Oh, Z.
And then Z's trying to get it out, but it gets it pushed off his stick. We fire it all the way back. Musketeers control it. Z's challenging. Drew sends it across ice, but deflects off a skate. Musketeers there first. They bring it back into our defensive zone. We're trying to challenge, and we take them down, and it looks like we're going to get called for a trip on that one. Looks like Goose is going to get called for a trip on that one. And that was just that one to me looked unfortunate because he was just puck was bouncing back and forth. And yeah, he had his stick technically tripped that kid, but it was more because of the rapid change in direction. But anyways, we're on the penalty kill. Good opportunity for the Musketeers. Stella is strong in the net. She blocked 2 at least right there. Musketeers are trying to fire back towards the net, but don't get it there. Trying to get it out of the zone, but Musketeers are keeping it in. High slot, dancing with it. Lots of sticks in the way. Still dancing with it. Z is going to come away with it. He's pushing it through neutral ice. Musketeer defense gets it off of his stick, and they're regrouping in their defensive zone. Can't handle that one. Still in their defensive zone. Z's providing some pressure. They chip it into the offensive zone. We're going to corral it. We're going to keep it in the corner. Puck is in the corner still. Far boards. Z's coming away with it. He's got 3 Musketeers on him. They pinch him off. Neutral zone battle. He's coming away with it.
Come on, Z.
He's got some space, but he's got 2 Musketeers on him. They converge on him and get it off of his stick, and they're trying to get it out. Eric's there to throw it back in. Z keeps it from being offsides. Now we're coming back in the zone. 3 defenders on him. He's trying to split them. He's trying to keep the puck in. So far he is. Puck battle far side. He keeps it deep. And that's puck battle behind. Squirt's in front. Still bouncing around in front. Musketeers swat it out. We keep it in. Eric keeps it in. Throws it deep. We're killing off this penalty in our offensive zone right now. Good pass. Oh, fires, but hits a knee pad of a Musketeer. Squirts out in the neutral zone. Eric swats it back to the blue line. Keegan got it now. He's bringing it in, and Caden's with him. He gets his stick taken away, but he's kicking it towards the net. And he kicked it forward. Goose got a stick on it, and the goalie made a glove save. Keegan lost his stick, kept on kicking it, and Goose was there to at least get a stick on it, and the goalie made a glove save. So we got an offensive zone face-off. Keegan taking the draw. We got Wes and Caden, along with Harley and Logan. One minute and 9 seconds. Score is tied 2-2, and we are on the power play for the rest of the game. Keegan taking the draw. He's controlling it. Squirts into the middle. Musketeer comes away with it. He's got speed. Harley's coming down to pinch him off. She gets a good poke check on it, pokes it away, but he still corrals it. Oh, he corralled it and fired it towards the net, and he fired it towards the net, and it squirted it into the goal. So we have face-off, 3-2, 56.6 seconds left. Keegan, Caden, and Wes.
Oh, get back, Flyers!
Harley and Logan. Face off, tied up. Harley's tracking it down. She's going to chip it up the far boards. Musketeer's going to control it, throw it back in the neutral ice. They chip it forward. They got some speed. They're going to corral it, try to bring it back in, but to the right of the net. Now we got numbers coming the other way. Cross ice to West. He's going to get into the offensive zone. He's going to come across. He's still got control. He's going to fire it. Oh, but just defensive stick at the last second affected that shot. Keep it in the zone. Keep it in the zone. But we pull their goalie, and they're coming through. They're going to fire it from mid-ice and off the pipe. They're still fighting for it in our defensive zone. They keep it in the zone. Now we got it comes off his stick, still fighting for it in our defensive zone. And as time expired, that went into the net. So I'm not sure. So
They give it to him at home. It wouldn't have counted at Ames.
yeah, I was say, since it's their home ice, I think they got that goal. So good effort by the Flyers. Final score.
Back, Flyers!
Final score is either 3-2 or 4-2, depending on if this game was here or at Ames. So we're gonna sign off.